Good afternoon, students. I'm audible. Can you hear me? Okay. Then I think there are 80 plus students. We can start now, right? So last week we were not able to conduct the lecture. So today I'm going to complete that part, and next week onwards, as usual, we will have our usual discussion on Wednesday. Before moving to the today's discussion, just I want to give you a message, students, right? Please take this into your mind. You can share this message with your friends as well. Next week, I am going to conduct a online quiz, right? What the extent we discussed, what the content actually we discussed, I'm going to test using the online quiz. So Wednesday, I will take 1 hour for as assessment, right? It's a kind of assessment. So be ready. Whatever the thing we discuss, you can study and come back to the class. It is not a difficult one, but you need to study, right? You need to do your homeworks and come back. Otherwise, you will lose your marks. So that's why I'm explaining. Yes, you may have more days, right? You may have 3 to 5 days. You can complete whatever the thing we discussed up to now. Lot we cover. Then plan is to have an online quiz on next Wednesday. Is there any doubt? Definitely, we need to conduct it. So, do you have any clarifications? Now you can ask, right? Please don't tell we don't know and other thing, right? Other excuses. Please don't bring your other excuses. So our plan is to have an online quiz on next Wednesday. So it can be a 1 hour quiz, right? 1 hour quiz. So that is the plan. Is there any clarifications? Is there any problems? All clear? I think all clear, right? So what do you mean by no, sir? Okay. You don't, yes, okay. You don't have any questions. Okay, right, good. Then I wish you all the very best, right? I wish you all for getting high mark. Then we'll meet on Wednesday for doing our online quiz. Clear. With that note, today I am going to discuss about another new topic, right? Up to now we completed lot today. Up to today we have completed, students, right? Now you have a good understanding about accounting, backgrounds we discuss, and policies and uh, methods we discuss relating to the accounting. Then we discuss accounting process, accounting system we discuss. Then we discuss concepts also there. Then lastly we discuss about the standards. So most of the areas we have already covered. Then students, you need to fill the feedback form about the our discussion, right? So definitely you need to fill this. Then there are, if you are not going to fill it, latter part, it is not visible for you, right? 7th week onwards, whatever the materials I uploaded, so you are not able to download it. Why? Because of definitely there is a condition to fill this student feedback form. So please fill it. Take some time. Now please don't do that now. So you can take time and fill it. That's the next thing, right? Okay. Today actually we are going to discuss the preparation of the financial statement. How to prepare the financial statement. That is somewhat important. Why? Because of the people and the stakeholders. Then interested parties, how they are going to make the decision. Exactly, students, you know, using the financial statements, or we can call it as the basically the example is annual report. You, me, and who is the person going to take the decision on behalf of the organization? They are using the annual report for making their own decision. Clear? Then the thing is, actually, students, you are coming from commerce background, sometimes you are coming from art background, or you are coming from the science background. The background is not a matter, right? Will you upload this Zoom class? What do you mean by that? So all uploading part is doing by the administrative people. That means we having assistants and all. So they will do. I think up to now, what the sessions we completed all are in your LMS. I think, right? Last session again recording again LMS again. I will inform, right? Why? Because of the cloud recording is taken by the university peoples, that means the SLT guys, then I will inform them to upload, right? Quickly. Right, I will inform. හරියටම අපි කියලා දෙන්නේ නම් හරියටම කරන සතියෙම අප්ලෝඩ් කරන්න කියලා. ඒක වෙලා නැත්නම් මම බලන්න. Clear? So go and check it. Extend in zero counting. Yes. I can't see the recording. Then I will let them know to upload it, right? Thank you, Puta, for informing me, right? I will inform them to upload it. Right, good. අන්න එහෙම තමයි ඉන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට අපිට මොන හරි අඩුපාඩුවක් තියෙනවා නම් අපිට ඒක ඉන්ෆෝම් කරලා, මොකද මේක රෙකෝඩින් එක ගන්නෙ යුනිවර්සිටි එක පැත්තෙන්. එතකොට ඒක අප්ලෝඩ් වෙන්න කරන්න කියලා තියෙනවා මේ සතියේම. මම කතා කරලා බලන්නම් එයි එක එහෙම වෙලා නැත්තේ කියලා, right? Take 1 minute. So please give me 1 second. I will check it, let you know. Please give me 1 second. I will call and I will let you know. So please mute your mic. Yes, I informed them. Definitely tomorrow morning it will be available in your LMS, right? Definitely. Okay, thank you, students. Right, okay. Then we are coming to the today's discussion, that is preparation of financial statement. What we discussed, actually, students, investors, they need to make the decision, right? Customers, they need to make the decision. Ultimately, suppliers also, they need to make decision. Student, please mute your mic. So number 0366. So number 0366. Please mute your mic. So number 366. Please mute your mic. Okay, I got the horsepower. Now it's okay. So can you please let about the activity 3? Yes. So they are actually activity 3. You don't want to upload anything. Why? Because of there you have to create another company. Why? Because of in a classroom, I am going to do a one case study. It is only for demonstration purpose, right? Please think this. Please take this thing into your mind, right? So I'm taken. Then I will take one case study that is for practice purpose only, or it is a demonstration purpose only. Then every Sunday, sorry, Saturday, right? I think it's no Sunday. Uh, you need to do the case study number 2, right? There are 2 case studies. One is doing with me. One is doing with me. Other one you need to do it with your own. Then today I have given the second case study. That is the second company. You need to use that for practicing the rest of the part. Right. Then next week onwards, we are creating customers, suppliers, item list, and all. There onwards, you may have there may be some uh, yes Dropbox Dropboxes to upload your works. Today, what you need to do is actually you need to create your company. That's enough. You don't want to upload anything. Why? Because of nothing to upload. So then you can upload whatever the things after the next week. That's the thing, right? Okay, right. So what we discuss actually, students, interested parties or stakeholders, they need to make decision. For that, actually, they need to have the information. Without having the information, they are not able to take the decision. So as a accountant, as a accounting and finance related peoples, they what they are going to do is they are reporting the financial related information. Some nowadays actually they are presenting not only the financial but also the non-financial as well. Financial and non-financial all information they are providing, and those information uh, uh, those information are used by the other stakeholders for their decision, further decision. What are the decision? Investment decisions are there. Then customers buying decisions are there. Suppliers, they want to know about our company and our working capital situations, and the labors also looking at our organization. Why? Because of they want to take more salary. Basically, they want to have more benefits from the organization. Everything reporting in the annual report. So the preparation of annual report is somewhat important, and the other hand, then the informations are very required for the customers, suppliers, and employees. How we can say them as the stakeholders, right? So I will show you one annual report. You all can download the annual report from the website, CSC website. Basically, so I am going to download annual report related to the Kalani cables. Kalani cables. So I am taking 2024 annual report. You can come here and you can download it, and you can go through it. So I have already mentioned the investors may not be, the investors are not coming from the commerce background, right? Most of the investors are not coming from the commerce background, but they need to make the decision. That is the smartness. That is the reality. No, that is the practical situation. Why? Some people's done their studies are relevant to the science. Some are art, some are commerce, or whatever the disciplines may be. Actually, all are doing the businesses. No? But the discipline is doesn't matter. All are doing the business. They need to have the money. They need to invest their savings somewhere else. Then they need to enjoy their benefits, financial benefits. Then seriously, they need to take the effective and efficient decision. For that, we need to provide the information. Then how we can easily take the information related to the company? Basically, you can refer the annual report. So number of informations there, right? So if I am taking the Canley Cable annual report, so you can see here, board related informations are there, right? Board of directors and report for the report of the chief executive officer and operational environment and resiliency, resilient performance and everything. Then when it's come to the management discussion and analysis, there are so many. Audit committee report, risk management, everything they are going to report. But according to the our discussion as a financial information, so where we need to go for the financial report, that is the area actually we just want to discuss, right? Under this subject, we are explaining how we find, how we are going to identify the financial performance, how we are going to interpret the working capital situation, how we can identify the financial position of this organization. Everything we can identify by using these statements, right? Can you remember we have already mentioned and we have already discussed there are 5 financial what? There are 5 components, right? There are 5 components. So one is statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of financial position, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flows, note and note to the financial statements. These are the 5 components of the financial statement, right? These are the 5 components of the financial statements. These are the final outcome. We have already discussed these things. That's why I'm not going to explain it in a simplified way. Why? Everything we discuss. What, students? For the understanding purpose, I will help you. Yes, you have the inputs. What are the inputs? Transaction in event. Then you are put those transaction event into the process. Ultimately, you have the outcome or the output. What is the output? Output is the financial statement. Then there are 5 components in the financial statement. One is profit or loss, financial position, changes in equity, cash flow, and financial statements, statement notes. Those are the 5 components. Actually, the interested party and the stakeholders, they are going to take these financial statement as the information, get the support for their decision making. So that is the thing actually you should need to understand. Clear? Then the preparation part is doing by the accountant. No? Accountants are coming from the commerce background. They are doing their studies in commerce stream or management stream, accounting related degrees they have completed. But as an investor, as a customer, as a supplier, we don't want to complete that kind of education and qualification, but we should need to have some sort of understanding how to use these things for our decision making. Clear? Science කරපු කෙනෙක්ට business එකක් කරන්න බැරිද? Art කරපු කෙනෙක්ට business එකක් කරන්න බැරිද? මම company වල ආයෝජනය කරන්න බැරිද? No, they can. How they are going to do that? Basically, you need to refer these financial statements and you need to grab the important information from there. That's the task. Then today we are going to discuss in a high level how to prepare this financial statement. Basically, today I am going to discuss about only 2. One is profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Next one is statement of financial position. Those are the 2 statements we are going to prepare, right? Then you can understand each by looking at the statements. This is the thing actually we representing, right? Ultimately, you can have some sort of understanding by looking at this each and every single statement. This is the outcome of this. This is the information I can grab from there. Clear? Based on that, you can do your investments. You can combine with some organization. or whatever the decision you can take. For the time being, I will take a one statement here for, actually, I just want to show it. I am taking profit or loss statement. Yes, this is the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Please come and look, students, what are the information you can see? Yes, very basically, you may have revenue. You may have cost of sales. Revenue, cost of sales. Then you have the gross profit. Then you have the other income. Then you may have administrative expenses, distribution expenses, finance expenses, and all. So, by looking at this, what sort of elements you are able to identify? So, what are the financial statements element? There are 5 elements. What are the financial statement elements? Yes, anyone? So some student asking about the mid-semester examination. Actually, we are going to conduct a assessment. So it's not a mid-examination. Continuous assignment we are going to complete. So one from that we are going to conduct in next week. That is the quiz. 1 hour quiz. Right. What are the financial statement elements? Asset, liability, equity, expenses, and income. Very good. So number 375. You are very good student. Okay, out of these 5 elements, what type of elements you can see here in a profit and loss account? It is very unique. You can identify. What sort of elements you can see here? By revenue, cost of sales, other income, distribution expenses, administrative expenses. Yes, in a profit and loss account, what are the elements you can see? Yeah, very good. So number 446, very good, Puta. Income and expenses. Only income and expenses you can identify here. Then assets, liability, equity, what happened? So those elements you are not going to represent. You are not going to represent using the profit and loss account. Very basically, you are using only the income and expenses. Student number 367. Your answer is also okay. Right, good. Then, student, actually, what is the purpose of preparing this profit and loss account? Very basically, by looking at this also, you can conclude, actually. So, you are going to take income and expenses. You are going to compare income and expenses. Why? What's the reason? You can develop your own answers. Yes. What would be? Yes. Anyone? Is there any answer? What is the ultimate objective or purpose of preparing the statement of profit and loss account or profit and loss and other comprehensive income statement? The reason you only take in 2 elements, income and expenses. What can be? So exactly, I still not discuss those points, but you can think. We are taking income and expenses. So what would be the ultimate result? We are comparing income and expenses. So what is the ultimate objective? Yes, anyone? To calculate the net profits and produce it to the interested parties for making it very correct. Very correct. That means you are calculating the net profit. Rather than the net profit, can you say something other than that in high level? Basically, by preparing the profit and loss account or profit or loss statement, we are going to identify our company what? Company what? Company performance. Very basically, company performance. If I am asking a simple question from you, students, everywhere we can find or we can identify the performance. As a student, how I am going to evaluate your performance? As a general student, you are following a degree, then I am asking how I am going to measure your performance, how I am going to evaluate your performance. What is the method actually I can measure you? How I can evaluate your performance? Yes, exam results. Very correct. Exam results. Then simply I can say GPA. Yes, GPA, by looking at the GPA or the average mark, I can say yes, he's a good one. right? Then, so that is relating to the students education, right? Then I'm asking, if you are going to invest in a company, again you need to look on the performance of the company. That means ultimately profit. All the organizations, they use all the assets for profit generation. They need to maximize their profits. Then and only they can enjoy more dividend. It is going for the owners. Then if we are coming to the employees, they can take more salaries. If it is customer, they can have the lower cost, good product. So everything based on the performance. If you have the profits only, they can do everything, right? So how we can identify the performance using the profit and loss account? Clear? That is the simple answer. Now you can realize the reality. After downloading the annual report, now you can consult. Now you can do the consultations for your parents sometimes. Sometimes your brothers and sisters. You can say, yes, please download the annual. Yes, you can download the annual report and you can explain. Yes, first of all, we need to check the performance of the organization. That means, is it a profitable company or is it a loss-making company? So better to go in with the yes, it's better to go in with the profitable company. So then and only you can have the dividend as a benefit, right? So then exactly you need to go for the profit or loss and other comprehensive income statement to check whether it's a profitable company or not, right? That's the first thing. Then when it's come to the statement of financial position, these are the two statements I am going to take today. Then thereafter we can take cash flow statement as well, but it is somewhat complex than this. The calculations are somewhat complex. So what we can do here, the statement of financial position. So please check what are the elements coming here. Assets, non-current assets, current assets, equity and liability, non-current liabilities, current liabilities, everything there. Then by looking at the, again, please tell me what are the elements you can see on the statement of financial position. Yes. Yes, students. All 5 elements are you able to see? No. Very good. Student number 446. Very good. Then what are the elements you can see there? Asset, liability, and equity. Very correct. Very correct. Nice. So these 3 elements exactly you see somewhere else. Where? In previous also we see these 3 elements where you have seen these things. Not in the financial position. We saw this assets, liabilities, equity where? In a very basic study where the accounting equation. Can you remember? In your accounting equation, you get asset equal liability plus equity. The same thing is we can see here, no? Same elements. Then could you please tell me what's the purpose of that? There also we study in accounting equation what it says. The same thing can be happen here, no? Why? Because of the same elements we can see. Yes, could you please tell me what is the purpose of preparing the financial position? You can get some hint from the previous studies. Yes, accounting equation also there. Asset equal liability plus equity. Then why we need to prepare the statement of financial position? What can be the reason? Yes, anyone? Yes, what can be? මොකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? මේක asset වත්කම් සමානයි වගකීම් එකතු කිරීම හිමිකම ගිණුම් කර සමීකරණෙත් අපි මේ දේවල් කතා කරා. එතකොට මේ financial position එකෙත් ඒකමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඇයි? මොකද්ද බලාපොරොත්තුව? Why we are going to prepare the statement of financial position? Yes, why? No one. That's great. Do you have any idea? Get assets. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I can say like this. Students actually. So look here. I just uh I just take one figure, then you can realize it. I am taking only the total assets. Yes, what's the total asset amount here in a group figure? And your total equity and liability amount, look, both assets and total equity and liability amount. What you can do, or what you can say, basically, total asset equal to total equity and liability. Total asset amount equal to total equity and liability. If you have done your job correctly, very correctly, that means accounting part you have done a good way and very accurately, then your asset amount should be equal to total equity and liability part. Why is that? We know actually students asset generating through in a two form. We can generate our asset in a two form. Either way, you can go with your owner's capital, owner's investment. Other one is debt investment. Debt investment, right? Debt investment. That means you can go and ask from the third party, get the loans from the banks, or you can go for the suppliers in a credit basis, whatever. Then you in by preparing the statement of financial position, it's showing how you finance your asset, how you finance your asset. Out of this, I think here at 16 billion, right? This all amount, this much of amount, it financed through the total equity is 13 billion and liability is 33 billion. 13 plus 33. That means more from the debt financing, more from the debt financing, right? The less from the owner's funds. අයිතිකාරය අඩුවෙන් තමයි ආයෝජනය කරලා තියෙන වත්කම් වලට වැඩිපුරම බැංකු ණය සහ වෙනත් ණය ක්‍රම වලට තමයි මේ වත්කම් උත්පාදනය කරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. Is it clear? So that is the information you can understand by referring this. So why it is important for us? Then you can think, more assets are financed through the debt financing. Then this company exactly engaging with interest payments. මේ company වැඩිපුර assets අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ ණයට. එතකොට යාලා අනිවාර්යෙන් ණය ගෙවනවා ඇති හැම මාසෙකම. ණය ගෙවන්න නම් profits තියෙන්න ඕන. ඒකයි අපි profit and loss statement එක බලලා. profit තියෙනවා නම් මේ විදිහට කියන කමක් නෑ. profit නැති වෙලාවකත් මේ වගේ company එක invest කරන්න අපි යන්න හොඳ නෑ. We don't want to go for this kind of companies to invest while they are earning losses. Why? Every month, every year, they need to pay more high interest, right? Clear? I think it's clear. Then that is the way actually you can make your decision. There is another question. Wow. Sir, when will you conduct the quiz? Coming Wednesday or Sunday? Wednesday. Please take this message. Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm going to conduct the quiz. Okay. Then, so that is the thing actually you need to understand. With that note, we can come to the today's part, actually preparation of financial statement. Right. Up to now, all clear, students? You can put a message, all clear. Right. Very good. Very good. Nice. Thank you. Then, financial statements. Under the financial statements, how many components we identified? There are 5 components. Statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of financial position, statement of cash flow, statement of cash flow, and statement of changes and equity. Then final one is note to the financial statement. Those are the 5 components. Out of 5, we are taking first, that is statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. There we discuss, we are only considering 2 elements. One is asset, one is income, other is expenses. Only income and expenses we are going to consider where we are going to prepare our profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Is it clear? Yes, I think all clear. Then these statements provide the information about the financial performance of the business entity for particular period. So what it shows? Yes, what? It's showing the financial performance. Please highlight these points. This kind of things can be tested in your mid exam. It is not a mid, the online quiz, right? The ultimate purpose of preparing the profit or loss and other comprehensive income, the reason is why you need to get some idea about the financial performance, basically profit. Whether this company earning profit or not, profit or loss, right? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes or no? Yes, I have messages. Yes, okay, good. Okay, next we come to statement of financial position. This statement provides the information about the financial position of the business entity as at the particular date. As at the particular date. So we are going to take a date. That means the financial reporting end date. Basically, we are taking. Then we identify how these assets finance, whether it's equity financing or whether it's coming from the liability finance. That means the debt finance, equity finance or debt finance. That is the thing actually you are going to look on financial position, right? That statement provides the information about the financial position of the business entity as at the particular date. There we are using only 3 elements, right? 3 elements: assets, equity, and liability. We saw that, right? Actually, we have taken one annual report and we went through that, right? We went through that. There you have identified one is asset, second is equity, and third is liability. Asset should be equal to these 2 elements. That means equity and liability. That is the ultimate information you are going to take or you are going to take, right? Good. Up to now, I think all clear. Then quickly we are moving to this process. Why? Because of we discussed previously. We discussed these things, right? What is the process? The preparation of financial statement. Financial statement is the outcome, right? Financial statement is the output. This is the final part. No one can take suddenly financial statement. You need to follow some steps. What are the steps we discussed? First, you need to have the source document. Can you remember source document? Could you please give me some example for the source documents? Could you please give me 1 or 2? At least 1 or 2 source documents? We have discussed lot. Yes, invoices, very correct, student. 375, your answer is very correct. 446, invoice, very good, very good. Invoices, vouchers, receipts, very good. 254, Receipts, very good. 367 receipts, very good. Very good. Right, good. Then, now you know what are the source documents. Payment vouchers, very correct. 446. Right. After getting these source documents, in very first time, you are going to record those things in a prime entry book. Can you remember? Tell me how many prime entry books we are having? Or could you please give me one or two example? Yes. What are the prime entry books? Yes, prime entry books. Cash book, sales journal, purchase journal, return outward journal, returns inward journal, then general journal. So we have discussed those things, right? So those are the prime entry books. It is not a ledger account. Only you are taking the source document. Very first time you are going to record those or the similar type of transaction you are recording in this prime entry book, right? The credit purchases you are recording in a purchase journal. Credit sales you are recording in a sales journal. Cash related activities you are reporting in a cash receipt journal and cash payment journal. So likewise, you know the similar type of transaction you are reporting in a one single journals. Right. After collecting this information, after reporting that information in a prime entry book, those things you are going to record in a ledger account. In a ledger account, that is the format you are going to record in a debit and credit. The important part is what? Every single transaction having debit and credit entry. Dual impact is there. Then debit and credit value should be equal. At the same time, there is a credit impact and the debit impact. That is the logic actually you should need to understand. You have this type of T account, your left side, and right side is there. Then your right hand side, it is credit side, and your left hand side, it is a debit side. This is the format of your ledger account. After preparing all ledger accounts, what we are going to do, we need to get the closing balances. We need to take the closing balances. Debit balances and credit balances we need to take and prepare one single list. That means balance list. We can call it as a balance list. Debit and credit. You may have this kind of list. Clear? This kind of list. We can call it as a trial balance. We can call it as a trial balance, right? What happened exactly? Your debit side should be equal to the credit side. That is the simple mathematical verification that you can do. Mathematically, you can check. This is a one control. This is a one control actually before preparing your financial statement. This you can take it as a control. Why? Because of you check your all debit entries are equal to the credit entry. If it is yes, no issue. You can go with the preparation of financial statement. That is not implies that you are not have taken any mistakes in further. So give me 1 second, students. Okay. So then if your debit side and credit side get equal means it is not implied that you didn't do any errors, you don't have any omissions, you don't have any frauds within your financial statement. But actually you can simply say, so I have done my reporting part very correctly. That means every debit entry having a credit entry. So that is a simple understanding. Then you can go with the preparation of financial statement, right? If not, now you can understand there is a mistake. There is a mistake, right? So then mistake you need to correct it. You need to correct your mistakes, right? If your trial balance is okay, that means debit side is equal to credit side, you can go with the financial statement. Financial statement. You need to prepare the financial. They are the place you can identify profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of financial position, statement of cash flow, statement of changes and equity, and note to the financial statement. So everything you can see under the final stage, that is a financial statement stage. But the thing is, you need to pass the lengthy process. That means from the supporting document, from the source document onwards, you need to follow several stages and come back to the last stage, that is the financial statement preparation, right? Entirely process stages you need to complete, then you will have the financial statements. Clear? I think all clear, right? Anyone? Right, good. Nice. With that note, we can move into the next part. Yes. Source document. Actually, just have a look on this. We don't want to take much time. Why? Because of everything we have discussed, right? Every point we have already discussed in last 2-3 weeks. Source document is was there are document raised at the time of the occurring the transaction. The source document includes the basic data about the transaction, which becomes the input to the accounting process. You can remember, we need to have the evidence to report. We should need to have the evidence to report. අපි කඩේකට ගියත් බිලක් අරන් එන්නේ ඇයි? අපිට එවිඩන්ස් එකක් තියෙන්න සාක්ෂියක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. අපිට මේ ටික ගිණුම් ගත කරන්න නම් then definitely you should need to have evidence. So then source document is what? That the transaction date. So you will have a what? The document. You will have a document that we can call it as a source document. So based on that, you are going to record the transaction in your prime entry books. Prime entry books are the first place. Please highlight the word first place, that the transactions are recorded in accounting process, right? Using the prime entry book, similar type of transaction are summarized. Accordingly, different type of prime entry books are available for the different type of transaction. Different type of transaction, you will have the different type of prime entry book. Accordingly, you can record this transaction. The thing is, actually, you need to look on the similar nature. By looking at the nature, if it is similar, then you can select whatever the journal transaction or the journal, right? Basically, we can say like this. If you are doing a credit purchases, all credit purchases you are recording in a purchase journal. The nature is what? Nature is you looking at those transactions you have done in a credit base. The same transaction, that is the purchase, if you are going to do in a cash basis, are you going to record in the purchase journal? No, definitely it is involving, there is a cash involvement. That means purchases means you are paying something. That means you need to record it in your cash book. That means if you are taking it separately, you need to record it in a what? Cash payment journal. ගෙවුම් ජේනලය කියන්නේ right. මුදල් ලැබීම් ජේනලය හා මුදල් ගෙවීම් ජේනලය. Right, okay. With that, after that, you know, the relevant source documents and the prime entry book, we have had the understanding about this, right? If it is a cash payment, then what is the source document? Payment voucher. What is the journal or what's the prime entry book? That is the payment journal. Then credit purchases, then you will have the supporting document as purchase invoice. Then where you are going to record, that is the purchase journal. So I'm not taking much time, students. Why? Because of those all area we have already discussed, right? So just for recap, your mind, your understanding. Then we have the ledger accounts. What is ledger account? Ledger accounts are the structure that used in accounting to record the transaction using double entry system, which ensure that accounting equation is tallying after every transaction. So you know, when it's come to the accounting equation as well, there is a dual impact. dual impact. There is a dual impact. Then that dual impact easily we are going to record in a ledger account. Then ledger account means that where we are going to record it, that we are using a structure, that is structure we are calling it as the ledger account. So everything we have discussed, right? Then after completing the ledger accounts, what you need to do is every ledger accounts having a closing balance. That balance can be coming from debit side or credit side. All debit side balances you can put into the one side, and credit side balances you can put into the other side. Then ultimately your debit side should be equal to the credit. That is the trial balance. Clear? The trial balance is the list of ledger accounts balances prepared at the end of the reporting period. The financial statements are prepared using the balance available in the trial balance. Okay, then we are going to prepare the financial statement. Financial statements are the output of the accounting process. Every time we are mentioning the financial statement are the output of the accounting process through which an entity communicate the financial information about the business entity for stakeholders. Why we are communicating? So basically, they are the people making the decision. Right. Now the task. Now we having a task. That means now we need to prepare the profit and loss and other comprehensive income statement and the statement of financial position. Now we are going to do this. For that, actually, this is a classroom activity. Prepare the statement of profit and loss account and the statement of financial position. Clear? For that, actually, what we can do is we can use Excel for preparing this. We can use the Excel for preparing this. What do you mean by accounts mid-exam? Is 20 or 27? 20 Saturday. 27 it's also Saturday. What it means? I can't understand. What do you mean by 20th and 27th? What it means? I have clearly mentioned we are going to do a quiz. I will take it as assessment. So I will provide marks for that. It will be held on Wednesday. Why we are taking 20th and 27th? What's the doubt? Could you please tell me? Please help me. Students, please help me. What doubt at 20th, 27th is allocated by the university for the exams. Okay. So I'm not going to conduct any mid examination. I will take the continuous assessment here. Continuous assessment here. One is mid quiz. Sorry, online quiz. So you can do whatever the place you are in. All clear? මොනවද ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා අහන්නකො ළමයි. මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකක්ද මේ කියන්න හදන්නේ කියලා. අනිත් subjects වල mid semester examination තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි softwares base කරගෙන යන්නේ සහ අපේ continuous assignments තියෙනවා. So I will provide all marks for the continuous assignments. One is I will take it as online quiz. All clear? Yes or no? Yes, tell me. All clear? Clear නම් අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් පාඩමට. Is quiz need to be complete on Wednesday itself? Yes, very correct. At the class time. Okay, I think no doubts. Right, students, now we are going to prepare our financial statements, right? Clear. First of all, what we are going to do is I have taken the whole information to the Excel sheet, right? To the Excel sheet. So the same thing, same information, same numbers are there, right? 29,000. Debit side, this is the trial balance, trial balance. This is the trial balance. for this company, debit balances and credit balances taken, and I check the closing balance. It's showing both sides tallying. So tallying with 29,000. 29,000. Now what we are going to do? My task is to prepare two accounts, right? Or the two statements. One is statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So what are the requirement? Requirement is to prepare the statement of profit and other comprehensive income. So I will take it as first. Right. Okay, students, actually, when you are going to prepare the financial statement, basically the format is given from the LKS 1 standard. LKAS 1. LKS 1, preparation of the financial statement. This standard is given for it is given the guidelines for preparing a financial statement. Clear? LKS 1. But we are not going to touch that one in detail, right? So basically what we need to understand here, so we are going to prepare the profit and loss account to getting the information related to the financial performance. There we are using only income and expenses. We are considering only income and expenses, right? So then mainly we can identify two type of profits. Before moving to the preparation of the financial statement, I just want to explain, student. One is this. So actually, students, we are doing main operations. No, any organizations, they are doing main operation. As you, if it is a bakery manufacturing company, what is your main operation? Could you please tell me? If it is the bakery manufacturing company, bakery manufacturing means the bread manufacturing company. That is a what? Bakery products. So bread is bakery product. Then you are having a bakery product company, related company. What is the main operation? Yes. What's the main operation? Yes, I have a message. Baking items, very good. That means you are going to produce, simply you are going to produce bread, bun, sometimes cake, whatever, right? Then there you can identify direct expenses and indirect expenses. What are the direct expenses you can identify relating to this operation? Direct expenses. Basically, assume you are not going to manufacture this. You are going to purchase you are going to purchase item and adding margin, and you are going to sell it to the other party. Assume that is the business of you, right? Right, very good. Purchasing goods. So very correct, right? So number 446, your answer is very correct. Purchasing good. Then issue number 367, your answer is very correct. Getting the ingredients. Those are the directly attributable cost, right? Directly attributable cost. Then, so this is the company, all right? This is the company. You are producing breads, right? This is the bread, right? We can take the bread. So you have the direct cost, or we can say it as a material related one, right? Or the inventory related expenses. So that expenses, rather than this, other type of expenses also there. There are mainly three type of expenses. First one is administrative expenses. administrative expenses. Other one is distribution expenses. Third one is finance expenses. What is the mean by administrative expenses? Administrative expenses means, students, when you are going to have an organization, there should need to have an administrative department. There you are having executives. You need to pay salaries. Then you have electricity bill. You have a water bill, right? You have a furniture. Then furniture depreciation is there. Clear? Administrative related expenses you are going to categorize under the administrative expenses. Then what do you mean by the distribution expenses? Distribution expenses means after completing your product, it is not going to be sell. It is not going to be sell without having a promotion, basically. You need to do the promotions. You need to do you need to give some selling discounts, commissions. Then you need to deliver it, delivery cost, everything you can get it as the distribution cost. Distribution cost. Advertisement cost, everything. Then what are the things coming under the finance cost? Sometimes you may obtain loans. What the amount you pay as the interest? That is, you need to recognize as the finance cost. Rather than the interest, you may have bank charges. Bank charges. If you are having the saving accounts, every month end they are going to deduct some amount relating to the administrative expenses. So that we can call it as the bank charges. It is also a finance expense. So mainly we can identify these type of expenses. Then first of all, we need to take the sales. Sales is the income, main income source is the sale. Main income source is the sales, and you are taking your direct material cost. It's not a material cost. Basically, we can call it as operational cost, right? This is the operational related cost. You are taking sales amount and deduct the operational cost, then you can have the gross profit, right? Gross profit. Then again, you are going to deduct the other expenses. You will have the net profit. Mainly, you can calculate two type of profits: gross profit and the net profit. In the gross profit, only we are going to compare our sales amount and the operational cost only. That means stock related cost, right? Then the difference in between sales and the stock related cost or the operational cost, we can call it as gross profit. Then deduct all other expenses, you can have the net profit. That is the simple understanding. Is it clear? ඒ ටික සිංහලනුත් පැහැදිලි කරන්න. මේක සරලවම කිව්වොත් හරි සරලයි ළමයි. ඉන්කම් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එක හදනකොට අපි ආදායම් සහ වියදම් විතරනේ කන්සිඩර් කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපි ඉස්සලාම් බලන්න ඕන මේ ව්‍යාපාරයේ වියදම් අපිට කොටස් දෙකකට මූලිකව හඳුන්වා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් තමයි මෙහෙයුම් වියදම් සහ අනිකුත් වියදම් කියලා. මෙහෙයුම් වියදම් කියන්නේ අපේ මේ ආදායම උත්පාදනය කරන්න මූලිකවම ප්‍රධානවම ගියපු වියදම්. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි ඇඳුම් විකුණන කම්පැනියක් නම් ඒ ඇඳුම් විකුණන කම්පැනියේ මෙහෙයුම් වියදම වෙන්නේ ඒ ඇඳුම් මිලදී ගන්න ගියපු වියදම. අපි ඇඳුම් මිලදී අරන් ලාභාන්තිකයක් එකතු කරලා ඒක විකුණනවා. එතකොට අර ඇඳුම් මිලදී ගන්න ගියපු ගාන නේද අපේ වියදම. ඇඳුම් මිලදී ගන්න ගියපු ගාන තමයි මෙහෙයුම් වියදම විදිහට එන්නේ. රයිට්, ඔපරේෂනල් කොස්ට් එක. එහෙනම් ඇඳුම් විකුණලා හම්බෙච්ච ආදායමෙන් මෙහෙයුම් වියදම අඩු කරපුවාම අපිට හම්බුණා දල ලාභය. දල ලාභය. ඊට පස්සේ මෙහෙයුම් නොවන අනිකුත් වියදම් මොනවද? පරිපාලන වියදම්, විකුණුම් හා බෙදාහැරීමේ වියදම්, මූල්‍ය වියදම්. ඔන්න විදිහට අපි වියදම් කොටස් තුනකට බෙදනවා. පරිපාලන වියදම් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි පරිපාලනමය කටයුතු සඳහා කරන වියදම්. මොනවද ළමයි? ව්‍යාපාරික පරිපාලන කටයුතු කියන්නේ සේවකයෝ ඉන්නවා, සේවකයන්ට වැටුප් ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. විදුලි බිල ගෙවන්න ඕනේ, ජල බිල ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. ඒවා ඇඩ්මිනිස්ට්‍රේටිව් එක්ස්පෙන්සස්. distribution කියලා කියන්නේ මේක පාරිභෝගිකය අතට යවන්න එපා. කස්ටමර්ගේ අතට යවන්න එපා. ඒ වෙනකන් දරන වියදම් ටික මොනවද? delivery cost එක, advertising අපි advertise කරන්න ඕන, promotion කරන්න ඕන. නැත්තම් මිනිස්සු මේක මිලදී ගන්නෙ නේ. ඊළඟට finance cost එක එනවා. සමහර වෙලාවට අපි මේ වැඩ කටයුතු කරගෙන යන ණයක් එහෙම අරගෙන තියෙනවා නම් ඒ ණය වෙනුවෙන් ගෙවන පොලිය, බැංකු ගාස්තු, මූල්‍යමය පැත්තට එන වියදම් ටික අපි දාගන්නවා finance expenses විදියට. Right, that's it. All clear? Right. With that understanding, we can move into the preparation of the statement. Right. So what you can do is basically, so actually students, income statement actually we are preparing for the end, not the for yes, it for the period of time. So I am saying it as for the year end, ending 31st March 2018. Right. Why the income and expenses we considering for the accounting period, not for the date. එක දවසකට තියෙන ගන්නේ අපි මුළු අවුරුද්දක් ගැනම හිතලා තමයි ඔක හදන්නේ. Clear? Okay. Then we need to have a table. Here I am going to take you can do with me, right? Parallelly we can do, right? First of all, we need to get the gross profit. So we need to take sales revenue. We need to take sales. Then you need to compare the sales value and the operational cost. That means stock related cost. We can call it as cost of sale. Cost of sale. අපි මේ විකුණු භාණ්ඩවල පිරිවැය. Cost of sale. Cost of sale. You need to get, or you can say it as you need to deduct minus cost of sales. Right. Then after getting the difference in between sales and cost of sale, what we can call it as? Yes. What's the answer? Difference between sales and cost of sale. What's the answer? We discuss. Gross profit. Then you need to add whether there is any additional income or other income. That means it is not relating to your daily operation. It is not your main business. Sometimes there may be other income as well. පාන් හදන කම්පැනි එක interest income එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා fixed deposit එකක් දැම්මොත් ඒකේ ආදායමක් හම්බෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි මේ පාන් හදනවා කියලා ඒකෙන් ආදායම උත්පාදනය කරන්න ඕන කියලා එකක් නැහැ. So you can do other activities as well. But it is not the main. It is not the main operation. So other sources also you can use to generate income. So if there is any other income, you can have other income. Right? Okay. Then you need to deduct. So again, you need to deduct 3 expenses. What are they? Administrative expenses, admin expense, distribution, expenses, and finance expense. Right. Students, after deducting these things, what you will have? Actually, it is not a net profit basically, right? We are calling it as profit before tax. Profit before tax. What do you mean by why we are taking profit before tax? Actually, students, you know, in Sri Lanka, all you need to pay the taxes. All you need to pay the taxes. Yes or no? All you need to pay the taxes. If you are liable for tax, definitely you need to pay. Then companies, they are going to disclose their tax liability as here. So you need to take, after deducting these values, you need to take the profit before tax. Then you need to pay the tax amount. You need to pay the tax amount for the inland revenue. Then profit before tax minus tax means you have profit after tax. That is the net profit you are taking, right? That is the net profit you can take into your home. ඒක තමයි ඔයාලට ගෙදර අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්. Clear? මතක ඇති? අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපේ ආදායමෙන් ආදායම් බදු ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. ඒ ආදායම් බදු ප්‍රමාණය තමයි ටැක්ස් කියලා අයින් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ අයින් කරපු ප්‍රමාණය අතහැරපුවාම ඊටු ටික පුළුවන් අයිතිකරුවන්ට ගෙදරට අරන් යන්න. So you can bring your own funds to your home after deducting the income tax. Clear? All clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Good. Right. Now try to find the values right here. You have sales revenue. Sales revenue is income or expense. Income or expense, sales revenue. This one. Income or expense? Income, very correct. So you can take yes. You can take it here. 12,500 income. You can highlight whatever the things. So I am taking here income. I am writing income. Income, okay. Then cost of sale is given, that's expense. So what the amount you expense on behalf of your sales? What the amount you expense, you spend for making this revenue? So that is expense. You need to get it as a minus figure. You need to get it as a minus figure. Minus 5,500. Minus 5,500. That is a expense. So again, it also we have taken to our accounts. I am going to highlight it. That is the expense. Expense. Right. Now what you need to do? What you need to do? You need to get the difference in between sales and the cost of sale. Sales and the cost of sales difference you need to take. Right. Take the difference. You can get the sales minus cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sale. Right. What's the answer? 7,000. 7,000 is what? Your gross profit. Gross profit is 7,000. දල ලාභය ඔයාට හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා රුපියල් 7,000. ඒ කියන්නේ භාණ්ඩ විකුණලා ගත්ත ආදායමෙන් භාණ්ඩව සඳහා ගිය වියදම විතරක් අපි අඩු කරොත් අපිට රුපියල් 7,000ක් හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. So you only consider about only the operational expenses only. You don't consider about the water bill, electricity bill, security charges, salaries. You don't think about that. Why? Only thing, this is my sale and this is the cost I incurred for that. The difference in between operational cost and the sales, we can get it as the gross profit. Clear? Now you have 7,000 profit. Please try to identify whether there is any other income. Inventory is not a inventory is what? So first of all, we can try to identify the elements. Inventory is what? Inventory is what? Yes, inventory is what? Yes, very correct. Asset. Yes, very correct. Asset. Good. We can put them here, right? Asset. Help me. Right? Assets. Trade receivable. Yes, trade receivable. It also a asset. Trade payable. Give you to there. It's a yes liability. 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 Then intangible assets. Again, it's a kind of asset you are not able to see. Brand name. So whatever. So it is also asset. Okay. Salaries and wages. It's a it's what? Expense. Very correct. Sales commission. Actually, sales commission, I missed it, right? I missed it. I think sales commission, I missed. Sales commission. Sales commission. You don't have sales commission. Is that so? You don't have any sales commission. Okay, no issue. Sales commission you don't have, so no worries. Advertising. Yes, advertising expense. Advertising. Yes, it's the expense. Interest income. It's the income. It's the other income, right? Income. Then interest expense. It's the expense. So I'm quickly done, right? Expense. Bank loan. It's a liability. Land and building. It's asset. You may have two balances. Land cost and depreciation is given. You need to get the net figure there, right? Net figure there. Then office equipment, assets. Motor vehicles, assets. Cash at bank, assets. Retirement benefit obligation, it's obligation. Obligation means liability. Rent income, it's a income. Depreciation, it's expense. Depreciation again, expense. Depreciation again, OE means office equipment. Expense. Stated capital, it's a equity. Return earning, it's also coming under the equity. Director fees, expense. Audit fee, again expense. Impairment of trade receivables, it also expense. Then investment write-off, write-off, yes, it's also expense. Investment in financial assets, it's assets. Other payables you are having, it's a liability. So this is the way actually you can recognize the all elements, right? All elements you can recognize like this. Is it clear? Right. Now quickly we can fill this. Other incomes. So basically what we can do, we can sort this basically, right? We can sort it. Right. I just want to identify the income side only. Right. Okay. What are the remaining balances you will have? Again, there is a doubt, right? So if it is interest income there and rent income there, right? Interest income and rent income. Right. Where is the income? Interest income is there, 150. Other income you need to add 150. Then you need to add, what is the other income source? Rent income. Rent income 200. 150 and 200 are the other incomes. Yes or no? 150, 200. Then there should be another one. Yes, those are the only thing, right? Yes or no? Only two. 150, 150 other income. And there is another income, rent income. These are the two, right? Other than this, can you identify any other income? I can't. Can you? Can you identify? No, I think no, right? Right, good, good. Okay. Then you can get those balances here. 150 plus 200, right? 350. Then we need to come for the administrative expenses. Basically, expenses we need to select. Salaries and wages. Salaries and wages is the admin expense, right? 750. Yes, 750 is the admin expense. Right? Then expenses, we need to complete expenses part, right? Salaries we completed. Then advertising. Advertising is which type of expenses? It's a distribution expense, right? Advertising 450, it's a distribution expense. Advertising is a distribution expense. Then interest expense is there. It's a finance expense, right? You are paying the interest for your bank loan or whatever. Then interest expense 375. It is also a finance expense, 375. Right. Then again you have depreciation. Depreciation building. Building you are using for what? Basically you are using for administrative purpose. පරිපාලකයෝ ටික ඉන්නේ admin building එකේ තමයි. එහෙනම් depreciation for administrative building, that is 150. 150. ළමයි depreciation කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? What do you mean by depreciation? We discussed last week as well. While you are using your assets, the assets are going to what? After utilizing your assets in a time, the value goes down. That value decrease we identify it as a depreciation, right? පාවිච්චි කරගෙන යනකොට ගෙවෙනවා. ඒතකොට ගෙවෙන වටිනාකමට අපි කියනවා මොකද්ද? depreciation කියලා. සරලව. Clear? Okay. Then depreciation motor vehicle. Depreciation motor vehicle. Yes. What is that? Motor vehicle depreciation. Is it which type of expense? It's expense. Which type of expense? Yes. Which type of expense? Yes, I have answers. Distribution, very correct. Student number 375. Your answer is very correct. It's a distribution. Motor vehicle 200. Okay. Then expenses. Under the expenses, you may have office equipment depreciation. Again, it also a administrative expense. Admin building. Right. You can see your furnitures in admin building, right? Then 150. Okay. Then again we have expense of director fees. Director fees 250. It is also a administrative expense. Director is admin person, right? 250. Then audit fee. Audit fee, that is also an admin expense. Right. Then impairments of trade receivables. What is the nature of this expense? Impairment of trade receivables. The customer related expenses. That means it is a type of distribution expense. Right. What's the answer? 350. Okay. Then inventory write-off. So what is the expense? 175. We can take it as other income, other expenses, right? You can take it as a finance and other. So there should need to have another row. Right here, I just want to take a one other expenses. Right. Stock write-off value is 175. 175. Right. තොග කපා හැරීම. ඔය කොහෙටවත් එන්නේ නැති එක. Clear? Admin expense එකකුත් නෙමෙයි, distribution expense එකකුත් නෙමෙයි, finance expense එකකුත් නෙමෙයි. So I will take it as other expense. තොග නරක් වෙලා, right? Sometimes you may have defect goods, defect products, expired goods. So what you need to do is you can't sell it. You can't sell it to the customer. So what you need to do is you need to recognize it as a expense. Clear? Defectives you can't sell ne. නරක් වෙච්ච බඩු විකුණන්න පුළුවන්ද? බෑ. Right. So all expenses we recorded, right? Please go and check. Yes or no? All we have recorded. Yes or no? Right. What you can do is, yes, easily you need to get the totals. Equal 750 plus 150 plus again 150 plus 250 plus 200. Administrative expenses equal to 1,500. 1,500. Is it? මොකක් හරි වැරද්දක් තියෙනවා ළමයි කියන්න ඕනේ. නැත්තම් ගාන වර්ධිනු. So you need to get it as a negative balance, right? So that's why I'm taking here negative. Right, negative balance. Then distribution expense. Distribution expense. What's the distribution expense? Equal 450. 450 plus 200 plus 350. Okay. Total is 1,000. Then finance expense equal what? Equal 375. Other expenses? Equal 175. Yes, all okay. Then students, what you need to do is, you need to take the gross profit and add other income and deduct all other expenses. First take the gross profit and add other income and deduct all other expenses. All other expenses. Yes. What's the answer? Yes, answer equal to 4,300. 4,300. Assume students, we don't have any taxes, right? For the time being, I'm not going to calculate any tax here. So you don't have any information to calculate the tax. So I assume you don't have any taxes here. Then again, profit after tax also should be ආදායම් බදු තිබ්බේ නැති හින්දා profit before tax එකම තමයි profit after tax එකත් වෙන්නේ. Right? 4,300. Okay. We have completed our income statement part. Okay. Now we need to prepare the second part. That is, the requirement is to prepare the statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. It is preparing for asset date, right? Take a date එකකට හදන්නේ. Asset date 31st March 2018. Right. In your income statement, we prepare for the period. අවුරුද්දක් ඇතුලේ වෙච්ච දේවල්, මාස ගාණක් ඇතුලේ වෙච්ච දේවල් කියලා තමයි අපි ඒක හදන්නේ. හැබැයි අපි financial position එක හදන්නේ එක දවසකට තියෙන assets ටික බලන්න. Right? So the date is 31st March 2018. ඒ දවසට තිබ්බ assets මොනවද කියලා තමයි බලන්න. Right. So we need to have another table. Right. First, we need to have the assets. There are three elements we are going to record in a statement of financial position, right? So what are those? What are these? Assets, equity, and liability. Okay. So do we need to segregate this as current assets and non-current assets? Yes, we know we need to do it, right? So very basically, under the assets, first we have non-current assets. What do you mean by non-current assets? Non-current asset, what do you mean by that? Anyone? අවුරුද්දකට වඩා තියෙන දේවල්. හොඳයි. Good. More than 12-month period. Yes, very correct. Very good. Very good. Stocks are not the non-current assets. Stocks coming under the current asset, right? Why? Because of assets, you are keeping only 12-month periods. Those are categorized under the current assets. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Under the liability also, you can categorize liability as non-current liability and current liability. Non-current liability and current liability. Right. Quickly we can complete, right? Right. We can take the remaining parts, right? Easily we can take. Inventory. Inventory is a current asset or non-current assets? Inventory you are keeping only 12-month period, less than 12-month period, yes or no? Yes, what is your idea? Yes, current, yeah, very correct, current. So you can take the inventory as 1,200, 1,200. Inventory. Then we have recorded it. Then your asset is given trade receivable. Is it a current asset or non-current asset? Yes, trade receivable. It is also a current asset. ඇයි අපි ණය ගැතියන්ගෙන් අවුරුදු ගණන් තියන් ඉන්න ඉක්මනට සල්ලි එකතු කර ගන්නවා. Yes or no? Current asset. Very correct. Trade receivable කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ණයට බාණ්ඩ වික්කට පස්සේ යාළගේ සල්ලි ගන්න ඉන්න කස්ටමර්ස්ලා. කස්ටමර්ස් එතකොට අපිට asset එකක්. You have made a credit sale. Then customer need to pay for you. It's asset, current asset. Within 12-month period of time, you need to recover it. Then you have the trade payable. Trade payable means we need to pay. Why? We purchase goods at under the credit basis. Clear? It's a current liability. Trade payable. Value is equal to 2,500. Then intangible asset. Intangible asset is a non-current asset. You can non-current asset, intangible asset. What's the value? 2,500. Okay. Then bank loan. Bank loan is a non-current liability. Digukalina wagakima. Bank liability or loan liability is the long-term one. So you can get it as a non-current liability. 3,750. Bank loan is a long run or long-term liability, right? Then you have the assets. Here you have cost and accumulated depreciation. What the amount you need to take? You have debit balance and credit balance. That means you have the cost. Cost means you paid amount. What the amount you pay for acquiring this. Then you have the credit balance. That is the amount totally. What happened? Deducted amount. Or we can say it as accumulated depreciation. මේ වෙද්දී මුළු කාලය ඇතුළත ගෙවිලා ගියපු ප්‍රමාණය තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් how you can get the net balance? You need to take 4,750 minus 750. That's the way to calculate, right? PPE. How to calculate the property, plant and equipment? First, you need to take the land and building. 4,750 minus 750. Why? 4,750 is the cost that you have already incurred for purchasing. අපි මේ ගොඩනැගිල්ල මිලදී ගන්න ගියපු වියදම තමයි මේ නැත්තම් ගියපු වටිනාකම තමයි 4,750 කියන්නේ. දැන් මේක අවුරුදු ගාණක් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. ඒකේ මුළු අඩුවීම වටිනාකම පෙන්නනවා 750ක් කියලා. එහෙනම් අදට තියෙන වටිනාකම හොයන්නේ කොහොමද? මුල් වටිනාකමෙන් ගෙවිලා ගියපු ප්‍රමාණය අඩු කරනවා. 4,750 minus 750. Right. Likewise, you may have three type of assets. Get those things. Office equipment, the cost is 2,550. 2,550 minus 450. Then you have remaining another asset, motor vehicle. The cost is 3,200 minus 800. Right. Your answer would be equal to 8,500. Yes or no? 8,500. Clear? Clear? Yes. Then you have remaining the cash at bank. Cash at bank, it's a current asset. Cash means you are not keeping it more than 12-month period, right? Cash at bank. Value is 450. Then you have the another liability, retirement benefit obligation. It's a long run obligation. That means non-current liability. Retirement obligation. So obligation, given it as obligation, the value is 600. What do you mean by retirement benefit obligation? Students, you know. So some of you parents receiving pension, right? So that means the people who are working in a private sector organization, they are having some fund. That means every month they are going to deduct some amount from your salary. At the end, that will at the retirement date, they are going to provide it. So they have an obligation to pay. So they are currently collecting. At the retirement date, they need to pay. So business side, so it can be a liability. That is why we are taking this retirement plan for retirement obligation as a liability, right? Okay. Then we have the equity. Equity is a stated capital you can take under the equity. The value is given as 4,500 and return earnings given. The return earnings, that means previously earned profit. Previously earned profit given. Yes, previously earned profit given as 2,500. This is the previously earned profit. That means undistributed profit. මේක ලාභ ලබලා අයිතිකරු අතර බෙදලා නැහැ. So that is why it's keeping there. So you have received a profit, but you didn't distribute among the stakeholders or the shareholders. So now it's retained. Then this year profit also you need to add. Why? Because of this year profit also you have not yet distributed. Not yet distributed, right? Not yet distributed. So you can get the current year profit 4,300. Yes, you need to add here. Why? Your profit you have not yet distributed. එහෙනම් ඒක අපි පෙන්නන්න ඕන නොබෙදූ ලාභයට. Return earning. රඳවාගත් ලාභයට. So this is the amount. Yes, 4,300. Can you see? 4,300 you need to get it here. Why? It is not yet distributed. Right. Then you remain the investment in financial asset. It is a non-current asset. Value is 1,000. Finally, you have other payable. Other payable is the current liability. Other payable is the current liability. The value is given as 300. There is a one remaining investment property. It is also an asset. Right? It is also an asset. You need to take it as investment property. The value is given as 2,050. Completed, right? Then what you can do? You can take all asset balance here. All assets balance you can get together. And all liabilities also you need to get together. Right. Now you can see your asset balance should be equal to the equity and liability balance. Can you see it? 18,450. 18,450, that is the asset balance, and your equity and liability balance also should be equal to 18,450. Clear? Yes or no? All we considered. This is the way actually you need to prepare your financial statements, right? All clear, students? Sir, may Excel workbook क्या दाना दे? Yes, I can do it. I will do it. Okay. Then with that understanding, we can wind up the today's discussion. Please share your genuine comments about the discussion. I will upload the Excel file, right? Definitely. I will help you. Definitely. Okay, very clear. Thank you, Puta. If it is all clear, we can conclude the session. We can wind up the session. Thank you very much. Have a good day. We will meet on next Wednesday. There, we need to conduct a online quiz. Please remember. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good